Alright fellas, I never realized the depth of my failure until I realized how deep that naughty bucket really is. This is the last of them, and I got a few things I found here, and as I neared the bottom, I got some lever locks. I have a lever lock tool, but I've never really tried these, but I know these are evil. First of all, they're German, Bergvekta, and then whenever you see the hole down the center like that, that always means trouble. You gotta have a specialized pick in order to get into it. This is actually a military lock, and hole down the middle, big problems. Anyway, got some of those, never tried them, but still that means I haven't opened them. Alright, let's take a look at the Mortise cylinder, regular door locks. This is another abloy, beautiful, and typical of all the other abloys, nothing, got no love. A beautiful lock, nice and heavy and larger than a normal core, is this Dorma. I've spent a lot of time on this thing, and you can see I had two keys. I made one bump key. I even tried to bump it. I got nothing out of this thing. Kind of a paracentric keyway. Makes it hard to get up inside of there. Got some good bitting. I believe it's 7 pins if my memory doesn't fail me. Yep. A lot of drill protection on this thing. Beautiful lock. Very well made. A lot of precision. Can't pick it. I got one here from Waduk 2. This is kind of an unusual lock. This is a union, which usually don't present that much of a challenge. But this one is unusual. We got some weirdness in the keyway. Take a look at that. We got some pretty fair bitting when you got to work your way down the side of there. And if you flip it over, I think one of them is covered up, but there's also bottom pins that you got to deal with. Kind of a nasty little twist there at the end. When you look down there, I don't see them though. I don't know exactly how they're going to come into play, but apparently they do. They didn't put that there for nothing. Anyway, union. I got a best lock here. I can't remember, I apologize, who sent this one in. Very, very tough keyway, and it's a 7-pinner. Got no luck on this one. I've tried everything. Tried bumping it, raking it, and everything. I got another Primus here. I don't remember who sent this. I'm not even sure it works. Don't have a key for it. I haven't spent a lot of time on this one, but I did try and I got nothing. Alright, we got some more of the Kaba locks, and these are pretty much the same as the other ones that you've seen. This is a Kaba 8. This is the Mortise cylinder version. This is smaller. I'm not sure what this goes to. Maybe some kind of gaming machine or electrical circuitry, but kind of the same deal, except this is a Kaba 20. So the number usually tells you how many pins you got to deal with. We got another Kaba here. I know this is like a Kaba 500. Get it to focus so you can get a view of just how nasty these things can be. And this one, a little bit of extra trouble because now we got this little spring-loaded door. It takes a lot of energy to get past that. But one more problem to pick. I got some Medicos. I've started to figure out Medicos, but again, when the stars align with the bitting, I don't have the key for this one, but I get a fault set, but I can't go any further on it. So I don't know what the problem is, but I'm going to get it. This is just the junior, so you've only got 10 pins to deal with. 5 of them pin and pin. On these are older locks. I'm not sure if I can't open these two simply because of the wear or what. I got these from a locksmith. This one has no key, but you should be able to. The cylinder feels free. Alright, we're going to move into these. This is from Tri-County Locksmith. Beautiful, beautiful cylinder, and it is, as you see there, a bi-lock. Just really, really nice. These are super expensive. Very generous of him to send it too. At least here in the States. I think they're probably expensive in Australia too. Ed Smiley sent me some locks, and I'm sure Ed's really disappointed in me because I haven't opened a single one of the things that he sent me. See if I can get it out. There we go. This might start to explain why. This is just like probably one of the... this is a Sergeant Kiso lock. I don't know what it goes to, but it's a lot like that padlock that I showed you earlier. EJ Lockpicks. This is probably the most innocent looking lock you can imagine. It's on one of the most common keyways, the LA keyway for the sergeants. You look at this and you go, wow, you should be able to get in there. That's easy. Plenty of access. I don't know what he's got in here, but it's bad. It's really bad. I have a lot of hours, nothing. Jeff Moss. You probably never heard of the name Jeff Moss. I've hardly ever mentioned him, but the guy has sent me an incredible number of locks. The reason you haven't heard Jeff Moss is because most of the things he sends me I can't get into. I just got a fresh box the other day, and when I went through the locks I get no luck. He specializes in sergeants, and some of these have just super evil keyways or really nasty bitting. He's really good at passing along sell-him locks to me, and I believe this is one of them. And when you look at the bitting, I think you start to understand why someone would have trouble picking these. I give it a shot, but very precisely made lock, very tricky keyway, very tricky pins. When you put all those things together, it goes right straight to the naughty bucket. Ed Smiley, this is another one of Ed's locks. Really unusual lock. This is a Winfield lock. These were used on hotel rooms. And you have one for your guest, and then the maid has a separate key. This is not the correct key. I have two of these locks. This key doesn't go to either, but Ed sent me this key so I know what I'm dealing with. They are wafer locks, and I guess there's about 12 minimum wafers up inside of there. Both are keyed about the same number of wafers. I've tried everything. I get no love from this lock, any of them. May have to gut that someday. Ed Smiley also sent me this lock. Looks very innocent. This is a magnetic lock. All the keys are the same. These weren't made very long, but he wanted to see if I could find some way to pick it. It's a hole, and there's nothing else inside the hole. There are no pins or sliders. There's nothing in there. It's just a hole. And the key has magnets in it, and it activates the magnetic elements inside the lock to unlock it. Guys, I can't tell you how many hours I spent on this. I tried magnets. I tried magnets on a stick and on a drill bit and rotated them around to get the field fluxing. I got nothing. No love. So even though this only has, I believe, 3 or 4 pins, not very many, your chance of getting into this are just not so good. Force, that's the best way. Those went on game machines, by the way. And the last lock from Ed Smiley, I'm sorry, this doesn't really belong in this category. This belonged in the previous category, but it is a 7-pin Alpha, a brand that I've never heard of. Looks like you'd be able to pick it, but it's made with such precision, and we have such a curve on the tail there of the keyway, really hard to get up inside of there that deep and get access to those pins. Very, very nasty lock. Anyway, that's the end of the Naughty Bucket tour. Thank God. I know you're saying the same thing. Anyway, fellas, thanks for your time. Stay safe. Stay legal.